blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, that's the rather than Moses will say Yasakodi of TRC Ghana. Coming to you this 2nd of June 2023, Friday, with a continuation of our expose, Testimony, New World Disorder. This expose part 235 and 234 were all recorded on June the 1st, and they are being posted towards June the 2nd, Friday. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. It's already evening in US and in some parts of the world. It's already it's the evening of June the 1st, and in some parts of the world it's already June the 2nd. So it's being recorded June the 1st in US and posted for June the 2nd. The entire US. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. So we have received expose part 134. This is 135, which is what to do, and we want to continue to urge us all to be watching the exposés chronologically from expose part 1, 2, 3 downwards to this 235 and beyond. Gradually, we are getting the understanding as to what is being done to humanity, and then making a decision as to what to do. Ghana must be still. As we go on, you shall come to understand why His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamios, his life was cut short. The global new terrorist, the new terrorist of Akufo, their counterparts in America, troubled His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamios and cut short his life in July of 2012. Why not August or September or even June or May of 2012, but why July of 20, specifically July 24, 2020? Why? America, Ghana, you'll be shocked that it's the elimination of His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamios from life was all due to the pursuit of this hatred agenda by Nana Akufo and his cronies, Joe Biden, the Barack Obamas, the Hillary Clintons, the Ban Ki-moons, and forces, institutions which we hope to be there for humanity. It's all due to the pursuit of this mark of the beast agenda and the hatred agenda against the African people, that the African people are when the Bible talks about the pale horse and the black horse, it has to do with the African people, and they believe that the African people are the Antichrist and ought to be killed without any evidence existing. Every evidence has to be wiped out. And if you check all the killings that are gone on in Ghana, the Ghanaian people, whether Jesus Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamios, Papacy Misata, Reverend His Excellency Dr. Musumuru Kofi Annan, they are all dead that blew up the mind. We can't explain, you understand? Because the forces behind the tactical destroying of these precious African lives centered in America, and the worship of this extremely dangerous US undercover. So Ghana, you shall understand that it is the pursuit of religious extremist agenda and nonsense and hate crime by which these forces in America and their counterpart Akufo had to kill His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamios in pursuit of their global evil agenda. We shall get to know all, and the picture shall be so clear before your eyes that there is no wicked man in the history of Ghana like Akufo and his Baumia and those. There are no wicked people like them. Akufo to the program. what to do is to, for you and I, for Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, Ghana, for the church, all of us, of the human race, to understand that, you see, when the Bible talks about the Antichrist, the Antichrist, it is not your wife or that husband of yours or that brother of yours that you hate and there is some disagreement between you. It is not that your preacher that has a little church somewhere. It is not that your imam that whose scope of influence does not go even beyond that mosque. You understand? It's not that a rabbi whose scope of influence does not go beyond Israel. Yeah, you understand? The Antichrist, what we need to understand is that the Antichrist that the Bible talks about, one, is a global system. It is a global system, a world governance system, over which will be presided by the actual Antichrist. One, it is a system which is already in effect on all nations of the world, on all institutions of the world. They have infiltrated every church, they have infiltrated every mosque, every synagogue with their agents. Bible says that once the children of God gathered and Satan was there, the times in which we are, we sit as a church and demons are with us in the church, and they are operating for evil forces against the church. So we must understand that the Antichrist, one, is a global governance system which shall emerge and is emerging, which shall surface, which exercises influence over the whole world, which has the status of influencing the entire world. That is the system. And then that system is a system that shall be presided over by one individual who is also referred to as the Antichrist. So the system is the image, and the individual is the Antichrist himself. So it is not that assemblyman, it is not that parliamentarian of yours, who is managing a small constituency somewhere, and he flies from Ghana to America and nobody even knows that he has been to America. It's not like that. Already, we must understand that system is in place. It has already infiltrated the already globally legitimate established systems that we know to exist. It has already infiltrated the United Nations, and they have their agent taking the United Nations Institute captive and operating through them. It has already taken in effect in the US government. It is already in effect in the world governance, in the governments of nations. And they are operating. It is already in effect in the world security system, the world networking system, the world intelligence community. They have already infiltrated all. And they are at work. Sometimes you are a policeman and you receive an order, a command to go carry out an operation. And after you are going to carry out the operation, you get to realize that you try to chase the command and it doesn't come from your normal chain of command that you know of. You trace it and it is leading you even outside outside of your nation. You understand? You should tell you it is Interpol. You go Google it, it's beyond Interpol. You understand? Powerful wicked forces that have hijacked America. They are doing that. So we must understand the actual Antichrist that shall preside over that global governance system, that rules the global economic system, global finance system. That individual shall not be an ordinary person like yourself or I. No! He shall be a person in the status of, whose status is just like the US President, Joe Biden, who when he makes decision, it impacts all America, it impacts all nations of the world. Did you hear that? It's not going to be like the president of Togo, the president of Ivory Coast. No. How many times has the president of Ivory Coast made a decision to impact the US or other nations? You understand? So he is going to be an individual who presides over world authoritative power that is able to suppress the entire nations of the world. Like a person in the status of Joe Biden. I give another a person in the status of, I didn't say the little boss is an anti-Christ, no. Or I'm saying that his power of influence, the kind of influence that he shall exercise, shall be like just like the NATO boss. He issues us command, and global war machineries descend on nations and wreck them. No matter which part of the nation, they can do that. A man of such status, such caliber, a man like the World Health Organization boss, Tedros Adhanom, who made a decision to lock down the whole world, man of such status, a man of the status like let's say Ban Ki-moon, who had ruled the United States for 10 years, a man of the status of like the United Nations President, Secretary General. I'm not saying, we are not saying they are the anti, we are saying that we should expect something like that, not any ordinary person like yourself and I. Because you need to know this, because these same forces that are pursuing the agenda, one strategy is to set confusion amongst your families, among nations, among tribes, that they divert our attention from the actual troubles of humanity. You understand? Let's go. So let me read to us from the book of Revelation. So what to do is to get the understanding that the Antichrist is a system. It's an Antichrist system. It's a system, global world governance system that has the power, authority to influence every single nation of the world. They make listen to me. Do you know the Russian president, Vladimir Putin? He doesn't qualify to be that. You know why? He himself has been declared, a warrant has been issued to go after him. You understand? So he is not in the state of, who would issue an arrest warrant against Joe Biden? Which nation had the authority? That the ICC had the authority to issue warrant against Joe Biden? No. Against the NATO president? No. Against the UN Secretary General? No. Against Ban Ki-moon? No. Against Akufo Addo? No. You understand? Against Mahmoud Bawumia? No. That is why this coward secret terrorism has been committed against the Ghanaian people, and the government of Ghana has taken over. They work with them hand side by side. Let's go to the Bible. So don't look at a man like His Excellency Xi of China. He himself, he's under pressure from Joe Biden and Taiwan. So let's get serious. So we must understand that the Antichrist is not an ordinary person. He is a man of global authority that rules of the global governance system, that makes a decision and is able to impact the United Nations, is able to control whatever decision that is made by the United Nations. Joe Biden is able to say that I will not comply. He will flout it. You understand? So we must understand what is happening in the world. For all these, for generations, the world, when many preachers have spoken, they have diverted your attention to Europe. That there shall be 10 nations in Europe. Out of the 10, the European Unions are disintegrated, remain 10 nations, and out of the 10 nations, the Antichrist movement. They are all diversionary tactics. Open your eyes. Let's go to Revelation 13. I read from the 6. I read for sake of to save time. I start from 16 and 17. We are reading about the Antichrist here. The whole of Revelation 13 is worth, has so much. The book of Revelation is a very hard book, top like the book of Ezekiel or the book of Daniel. Some of the books of the Bible are many preachers will not even go there because it scares them, and you need special grace to understand what the Bible is. Revelation 13, 12, Revelation 13, 16 downwards. And he, the Antichrist, if you are a Muslim, understand, we are talking about, we are not, we are Judaist, we are not joking here. We are talking about the end time. And he, the Antichrist, causes all, both small and great, rich, whether you are Elon Musk or you are Bill Gates or you are Dangote, rich or poor, he causes all. He doesn't care who you are. Let's read. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. To receive a mark. In their right hand, specifically in their right hand, the Bible says, or in their forehead, where you were being shot at. In your right hand or in your forehead. Let's go on. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had a mark. Now, your president, how much influence does he have at the world market? Your nation produces so much and yet cannot determine the prices of your product at the world market. There are some individuals, world leaders, who determine the product of your prices. Your prices that your farmers are produced and are brought to the world market. They don't know how the product were produced and got to the world market. And yet they decide the price. You have brought your commodity to the market. You, the seller, you don't have a voice to determine the price. Somebody or global authority, they decide for you. This is what we are talking about. That the article is the person of global influence that is able to decide who should use money, who should be able to purchase, or who should not, who should be able to board a bus, who should be able to board a flight, who should be able to catch a ship. He shall be a person of that caliber. And that person, to be able to be a person of that caliber, it means that you should have the power to be able to lock down every single nation of the world, to lock down every member of the human race. Do you have that mandate? Do you have that mandate? You don't. Your preacher doesn't have it. That is why it came from external, and they locked down the church. They say put on mask, worship according to their specification. The authority in the man came from somewhere higher, beyond your preacher. So stop hating your preacher. Alright? He's not the Antichrist. They are those that are exercising authority over the church. over the mosque, over the congregation. About the press, let's go on. And that no man might buy or sell. No man, no human being might buy or sell. Did you know that? They were telling you that if you have not vaccinated, they will not let you work. In America, they were enforcing that. Joe Biden wanted to enforce that against me here in America. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark. So you need to either have the mark of the beast. Somebody, you are thinking of maybe a mark that will be a blade or a carrot will be used to, or a hot metal will be used to imprint on your cheek or your body. Understand? Listen, the devil is smarter than that. That mark, you need to wake up and be alert about this microchipping of human bodies. Be careful. Be very careful as to what you receive into your body. Be very careful. Otherwise, you do something that is irreversible. It's your total damnation. Be very careful. The devil is very cunning and crafty. Don't expect him to put iron on fire and come and put on your body to make that mark. It could come in the form of a microchip that will be planted in your brain, that will be planted in your body. You understand? So, know and understand. To receive a mark in their right hand and in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he that had the mark or the name of the beast. You should either have the mark or the name of the beast, the name of the Antichrist. Now listen, the Antichrist shall not be a person that would deny that he is not the Antichrist. He would openly, when his moment, let the whole world understand that he is the Antichrist. Yes, he is the world president, and he will not deny. You understand? And there are people that will receive the name of the Antichrist. They would, just like people are called Christians, they would openly say that they are the Antichrist. They will go and receive that I will want to bear the name that I am Antichrist. I hate Christians. I hate Jews. I hate Muslims. I hate humanity. And my purpose their purpose is to destroy their fellow humans. You understand? So you either receive that mark or bear the name. They would openly claim that, just like the police force, they wear uniform and they are not ashamed. They are police. He's a soldier. There's no secret about that. That is how it shall be. Those that shall yield for the mark of the beast, either they will go for the mark to be imprinted in their mark. That is, even if it comes at a microchip, they are microchip. They are not ashamed of that. They tell you, I got microchip. Understand? So that is how the system shall be. Blessed ones. So let's understand. Or the number of his name. They would either also choose to give you that 666 mark of the beast. To understand, it is either the mark or the number, the name of the Antichrist that shall be given to people. People shall openly claim that they work for the Antichrist and they are not ashamed. In your own house, might be your brother, your sister, that is the representative of the Antichrist, and I'm going to receive them. You cannot buy, you cannot, he or she is the person. And let me give you one other important information. When the Bible talks about man, it also refers to women. From the book of Genesis, God made man in his image and his likeness. That man has to do with Adam and Eve. The Bible talks about God created Adam. God created male and female, male and female, and called their name Adam in Genesis 5:2. Hmm? Go check and call their name Adam. So the Adam that God created was male and female. You understand? So when the Bible talks about man, that man can also be a woman. So we should be very careful. Don't let you be looking at female world leaders, female, female. I mean, male of global influence, world president status. Watch the women too. You understand? The devil is very, very crafty and cunning. The Antichrist may surface to the shock of the world as a woman, maybe a person of this. We are talking about the caliber of the person that the Antichrist is. Somebody like the world, the IMF boss. He makes financial decisions and impact the whole world. You understand? Of such caliber. And we are saying that also get the understanding when the Bible talks about man, it doesn't only refer to males. In most instances. So be very careful about these times that Jezebel, Babylon the Great, doesn't elude you with her evil works. Nana Addo danko Akufo Addo. Nana chicheche. Sana Mikaye. In Ghana, she has recruited women and called them Akufo Addo ladies. And their work is, you can be a pastor, you can be a reverend minister, you can be a politician, you can be an economist or whatever, you can be a judge. They want to destroy you. They send them to come, they will rape you, they will make you like, a lot of them are in Dowenya. They are sending some to come after me, but in the name of Yahweh, Patricia Free, go about to the program testimony, new all this. So what we are saying is, the Bible is a spiritual book. So let's get the understanding when it talks about the fact that the Antichrist, it could also be a woman, to the surprise of the world. Let's know and understand. Let's watch very, very closely the global events. Let's watch the world leaders when they speak. Joe Biden in 2021 told America that he's going to lead the world in the pursuit of a new world order. America, that new world order that Joe Biden was talking about is the mark of the beast program, which was instituted under Barack Obama in worship of this undercover agent. That so-called new world order that Joe Biden was talking about, he instituted with the Biden administration, and he came to a point in 2020 that he was going to lead the world in pursuit of that agenda. America heard it, but they were not thinking. They have heard new order on the news, but they were not thinking about what their president was doing. Eventually, after the president had made that brainless statement, afterwards, God made him to know who he is. And in 2022, when I was in Ghana and they have taken over Ghana, terrorizing and persecuting me and operating terror cells and using my whole nation, taking over the Bank of Ghana, printing money to pursue Mark of the Beast program, 666, 111, 2233, to divert attention from their 666 agenda, and they wrecked the Ghana finances. Akufo Addo did that nonsense. Akufo to the program, testimony, you all disorder. Joe Biden opened his mouth and told the American people that he could drop dead anytime. He could drop dead anytime. You know why? He has dared Yahweh by pursuing this hate agenda to kill Yahweh's child. He thought he was going to pursue his mark of the beast program under the guise of a new world order against the American people, against humanity. And God set him up to kill a Jewish child. That Yahweh himself picked a battle against him. God set Akufo Addo up to kill a Jewish child. That Yahweh take a battle.